I have 11 words for you today. If you don't create, the resources you need won't show up.
It's ironic, right?
I know that one thing that most creators face is lack of funding or lack of resources. And sometimes we see it as an obstacle, and because of that, we justify ourselves not creating.
I'm judging you.
Because why would you call yourself a creator when you don't actually create? Back in 2024, I had the zeal to become a creator, but I didn't have the resources or the funds. I didn't even have a good device. But I started creating videos in my balcony using my kitchen sink as my tripod. The camera quality was low and my editing was whack, but I created anyway. And it even got to a point where I had to start borrowing people's phone so that I could make videos until it became unsustainable. And normally that would have been my cue to like give up. But I don't even know how I got the idea that I had when I started like reaching out to fashion stores to create content for them. Meanwhile, I was doing this with no good device. Luckily for me, I had an existing relationship with the management of where I used to work, and there is like a fashion boutique in the establishment. What I would do would be to ask a former co-worker of mine to borrow me his device, and then I will use it to create content. And I was creating personal content, I was creating UGC content for the establishment pages. I had no technical knowledge. What I had was just the passion and the drive to do something. The more I tried, and sometimes I would fail, I was getting better. I was getting better at editing. I was getting better at my content. I was getting better at learning my personal brand. Instead of just working with brands, I wanted to work with other creators. So what I would do would be to text a friend of mine. So I would go to their house, and then I would style them with their clothes, then we'll take pictures, and then I'll post on my Instagram. And then I got a gig just from doing that. I got a gig to work as a stylist where I actually got to explore more. I learned about proposals, and then I started submitting proposals and extending offers to work for free just so that I could get the experience. And then everything started to make more sense in 2025. My effort just started to take shape. Mind you, all this was happening and I still didn't have a device. Moving forward to the ending of last year, 2025, I decided to take up on a talking challenge, right? A 30-day speaking challenge. And I think towards day 20 something, Jamie reached out to me and was like, I'd like to get you a mic. It just showed up. Like, it just showed up. My mic went off. I guess it was shy. Anyways, fast forward to 2026, I get an iPhone 11. I noticed the shift and it looked like it was an overnight shift, but it wasn't. It was a compound interest of all the times I showed up before now, and the device just amplified that effort. Sometimes you just have to prove that you really want it and it will be yours. I hope you learned something. See you tomorrow. Bye.